Storytime Sunday, Esther's Boldness. Today's story is about a young woman named Esther, whose courage and faith saved an entire nation. Her story reminds us that God places us in the right place at the right time, sometimes for reasons beyond what we can see. Esther was a Jewish girl living in Persia. Through God's divine plan, she became the queen of Persia, but she kept her identity as a Jew a secret. During her reign, an official named Haman convinced the king to issue a decree to destroy all the Jews in the land. It was a time of fear and uncertainty. Esther's cousin Mordecai urged her to go to the king and plead for her people. But there was a risk. Approaching the king without being summoned could result in death. Mordecai said to Esther, "Who knoweth whether thou art come to the kingdom for such a time as this?" These words reminded Esther that God had placed her in the palace for a greater purpose. Despite her fear, Esther fasted, prayed, and approached the king. Her faith and courage paid off. The king listened to her plea. Haman's evil plot was exposed, and the Jewish people were saved. Esther's story teaches us three powerful lessons. 1. God places us where we need to be for his purpose. 2. Faith gives us the courage to face impossible challenges. 3. When we trust God, he can use us to create lasting change. Just like Esther, you might be in a position where you're called to step out in faith. Remember, God is with you, and he has a purpose for you, even in the hardest moments. If Esther's story has encouraged you, share it with someone who needs to hear this reminder today. Trust God's purpose and step forward in bold faith.